14 windows. Can you believe it? It's the entire house worth of windows. I got it.
Exactly. It was quite a day, but we have fancy new windows, which is super exciting.
They're pretty nice.
But it took them a really long time to put them in.
It was a long day.
They were lovely. They were lovely people, but they liked to chat. Yeah. So So it took them a long time to put the windows in. But
Julie and Lisa and
hello!
Pat. Hey, and
Yay!
Peter.
There's more,
Hello,
I think.
No, I think that's it.
You sure?
That's it.
Well, hello.
That's all we got.
Thank you for joining us
That's all we got
evening.
so far, so we're just going to say hi to them. Hi, folks.
I just got through saying we got 14 new windows today, which was, it's no joke. If you've ever had windows, they take your windows out and put new windows in.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah,
it's
a lot of banging.
Demolition. Most of which happens outside of your house. There's a fair amount of dust in here, which is just whatever. And I think some of that was the fact that there were large gaps for a while, and that dust is just the atmosphere we breathe coming into the house.
Pat, in no way is our house put back together. Our house is a disaster area.
Let me turn this camera around and you'll see just what we're facing. But no, I got this area until maybe 1 hour ago was just this crazy packed zone that you see. Wow, you're never getting that together in time.
Christy, hello.
Audio system's together, TV's there, it's playing stuff, so we don't have a black hole over there, and we can almost sit on that couch there.
In no way is our house put back together, because they weren't even out of here until like
6:30?
6:30.
6:40 maybe.
And then we still had to eat and get ready for
signing
this.
the paperwork on the phone there.
Disaster.
Boom, boom, boom. But yes.
But the windows are in, and I'm super happy about that.
And thank you. Pat loves the green.
Yep. Oh, thank you.
It's slightly hard to see the pattern on that, but this is scale, so she is definitely coming to you from the bottom of the ocean floor. Boom, boom, boom.
I'm so ready for a drink.
And Peter says 14 windows, that calls for a drink. So yeah.
Yes.
I think you should follow that instinct.
I think I should have that drink.
I think you should follow that instinct.
Hi, Sandra.
Yeah.
Good to see you. So,
just checking out what's going on over there.
Oh, okay.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh, got to see what's going on. So
we got to see what my drinks are.
What do you want first?
Okay. All right. I came up with several ideas for today. So I think I'm going to start with one called Monster from the Ocean Floor. And if you haven't seen that movie, I highly recommend it.
Not to be confused with Creature with the Atom Brain.
Yes.
Different movie.
Monster from the Ocean Floor.
Different and great monster drink, but I don't have dry ice, so I'm not making it for you today.
The best thing about Monster from the Ocean Floor, a movie which has a lot of things going for it, is that the people have little mini submarines that they pedal.
They're personal powered submarines. It's like a pedal machine. You have to have an aqualung on yourself too to be under the water. But you watch this and you're like, what the? That's just an off-the-shelf item. Where do I get one of those?
I know, like Sears catalog. Like, how do you get
I want a mini sub,
personal submarine? But anyway, they had personal submarines in that movie.
Anybody knows this movie or has heard of this thing? Oh yeah, that was made by the blah 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 corporation in Downey, California. Drop the link. I'd be interested to see that. I think somebody did that with us.
My other favorite thing about
Hey.
My other favorite thing about that movie is that it's set in Mexico. And there's this young white woman who's on vacation down there. And, of course, there's a monster who's after her. But
what else is new?
But anyway, she wants to learn more about these monsters. So she goes up to one of the locals, and she's heard tell that he's a drunk. So she takes him a bottle of tequila. So, she hands it to him in this paper bag. And he starts guzzling it out of the bag. And he's like, oh. And he offers it to her after he's been guzzling it out of the bag. She's like, oh no, that's for you.
Real class.
Yeah, it was
really hot stuff.
You really have to see it. I'm not doing it justice.
It is
but
one of those things. By the way, we are again on both platforms. If you find that service really goes to hell on one of these, and boy, it does for us, then just switch to the other.
Maurice, we have furniture out in our driveway from today, and we had a huge storm.
Yeah.
So fortunately,
tarp out there.
Paul had covered it with a tarp before the huge storm rolled in. But
look, it really squalled like mad, so something got wet, but it's kind of patio furniture. It can probably take it, a little bit. But for the most part, it was covered.
So Monster from the Ocean Floor calls for an ounce of Stiggins Fancy
Pineapple from Plantation.
Yes. which is really good. But since we haven't had it for a while,
I guess we'll have to do another taste test.
Another taste test.
Which is not really a taste test because we know what it tastes like as much as a taste verification. Yeah. We want to make sure it still
we haven't had it for a while. So.
Like it tastes like. You know?
Right. Hi, Devin. Hello.
So first of all, you get a really nice pineapple on the nose on this stuff. This is infused pineapple. They took some aged rum. They threw some pineapples in it. The choicest pineapple, so they say. And apparently it's sort of a Victorian formula. So
it's a classy pineapple rum, not classy.
It's not. You don't get any real burn. It is a nice aged rum. It's a little mellow. It's not a 15-year-old rum or anything, but it's a nice. It's more like a 3 or 5 maybe, and it's got a nice pineapple flavor without being really sweet. So I think it's a great mixer. It's a fantastic base.
I will be mixing with it momentarily.
I think that's what you're about to do with it, right?
All right. So, Monster from the Ocean Floor. We still haven't, we've been a little bit preoccupied, but we still have to dig out most of our Halloween movies, including Monster from the Ocean Floor, which I intend to watch like tomorrow.
We have actually by now seen the Halloween item, the Paul Lynde special. That's true. Featuring Margaret Hamilton and Kiss. So no worries, we're definitely on that. We haven't not yet seen Devil Rock, the Chips episode, final season. So, but we'll get to it. But the Halloween movies, the Monstrous stuff, raw.
Otherwise known as the best episode of Chips ever.
Possibly conceived, which actually has some competition because in that last season there were some D-Uzis.
So 1 ounce Stiggins Fancy Plantation Pineapple Rum.
Good place to start.
And then, because it's Monster from the Ocean Floor,
that says that 14 windows means 14 cocktails. So we're going to be here for a while, folks. You might want to pull up that chair and fire up the heating pad because you want to get comfortable. I'm just telling you.
1 ounce of Reposado tequila.
That's a good place to continue.
Now, you might think that rum and tequila don't go together, but I promise you they do.
Au contraire.
And we first learned that from, of all people, Charles Phoenix when he made his Mai Tai Garita, which is half Mai Tai, half margarita.
Combination.
Like, oh, we'll make that, ha ha ha. It'll be a fun stunt. It was actually really good.
It's sort of like the Arnold Palmer of booze, and it does work.
The Arnold Palmer of
that cocktails. Well. By which I mean, of course, the half and half thing. Not Arnold Palmer himself, who was a golf champion, but he did lend his name to a fairly well-known combo.
Did it come from beneath the sea? Indeed, it did come from beneath the sea.
Something did, didn't it?
Oh, Lisa and Errol, hello.
Oh, geez, yeah. Well, that's why he was so great as the central square. You watch the show and he was just like, I'm Paul Williams. Whatever.
Oh, he was so snarky.
Bon mot. He was just
so snarky.
Negative. But
so if you
8 is enough Halloween episode. Okay, now there's something we need to look up. Is that on Netflix? Jeez.
Peter, that's hashtag goals for me.
Places that we need to get to. Al has joined us. Hello.
Hi.
But definitely. I'd consider it a Marie.
Go back to that, please. I gotta remember my recipe.
Sorry.
Okay, so this was 1 ounce of Stiggins Fancy Plantation Pineapple Rum, 1 ounce Reposado tequila.
A few times fast.
A half ounce blood orange liqueur because
we have that right here.
Because blood. Because blood.
Blood. I happen to like blood orange. It's a really nice flavor. It's a little different. They tend to be a little pricey for what they are. I think that's a bit of a fraud because in Italy it's just an orange. And I think that there are plenty of orchards that are growing them. So, I think they're just made in California.
Okay. Half ounce fresh lime juice.
Always fresh.
Lime always today instead of lemon, but...
We had a lot of lemons recently, and then we used them all up.
Well, I could have...
And then we had a lot of limes.
But 14 windows.
About 14 windows. So anyway, by the way, did we say 14 windows? Can you say hashtag?
And then I'm going to do a dropper. This comes in a dropper of Dash Fire Cinnamon Bitters. We tried these.
A bit of fire.
A few weeks ago live. And I know cinnamon bitters sounds like, wow, that's going to be so strong. But they're really not. It has a cinnamon flavor. Mm-hmm. But I'm the first one to tell you cinnamon can go south very quickly and these don't. So
It has a flavor without just smacking you in the head the way that certain cinnamon-flavored products do. It doesn't have anything additional to make it burn. which is kind of nice.
All right.
Yeah.
I touched the ice.
I touched
it. All right. Shake with ice. All right, you can go back now if you want. I got that recipe.
Oh,
Leslie and Lynn, hello.
Let's watch Lynn.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh.
13 to go.
All right.
But definitely so nice to see you all here, folks. We are mixing up some creature features. And speaking of the name Baxter, I think he scored a few creature type features now, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking of something called Black Sunday. Whoa, what a score. What a movie. Right? Barbara Steele. Oh, you already have a
Oh, thank you, Devin.
Trying to help you out here, but you're way ahead of me.
All right. You can do that.
I could help you out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Use a lemon peel. But I
That's
got these groovy garnishes, but I got to wait for a blue drink to use them.
Did you say how to go?
I did not. Hello. Good to see you.
I don't want to motor over people you've already got, but who knows. There we go.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, Lisa's name checking. The Ghosted Mr. Chicken.
Oh yeah. Man. Don't we have that on? Like...
We have the score. There was a CD release that did that, and
no, I was going to say, don't we have that on Super 8? Or
that's good. We have the Reluctant Astronaut.
Oh, okay. I knew we had.
You got that for me.
Okay.
There's a minor story behind that one where I actually saw that in probably a Sears or a Woolworth in the film department when I was about 10 years old, and I was like, wow, and it said we didn't have a film projector, that wasn't going to happen, etc. But it was one of those things that looked so cool. So years later, of course, I do have a Super 8 projector with sound and all that fun stuff, and she gets it from me for my birthday. So we do have that, but definitely. And
Hugo, hello.
Definitely. Ghost Mr. Chicken that we have on a CD, and the other half of that CD is, what is that? It's not Mad Monster Party. But the music is Vic Mizzy. See, it's another Vic Mizzy score. And it's a great score. Like the main title, The Ghost of Mr. Chicken, is very cool. It's a fun movie, as I recall. Very goofy, but it's typical Don Knotts.
Satellite, hi.
Yeah. But definitely.
And Henry, hello.
Well, so far, the drink itself, did you comment on this?
I think it's great. I think it's really good. If I do really say nice. So. So this is Monster
really nice balance
from the ocean floor. Mm-hmm. 1 ounce Reposado tequila, 1 ounce Stiggins Fancy Plantation Pineapple Rum, 1/2 ounce blood orange liqueur, 1/2 ounce fresh lime juice, and a dropper of Dashfire cinnamon bitters.
Shake with ice and strain into one of these things.
Yay!
Whoopee. I gotta say, you're getting it's a nice base. Like it tastes like a 2 ounce drink, so it's got strength to it. It's not weak or anything. A lot of flavors going on, and they're not getting lost. I'm getting all those flavors. A little bit of that orange there, a bit of the cinnamon. I'm getting a bit of the pineapple. It's actually really nice. It's good balance.
Devin, thank you. So these earrings were made by my friend Kim at Smashfire Designs. I'll give her a shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're little green skulls, but.
Smashfire.com or something like that?
Yeah, smashfire.com. See their Smashfire. I think it's Smashfire Designs, actually. Maybe we should try it out.
Let's actually...
let's try the link before we give it to you.
Pardon me, folks. I'm going to look that up and make sure that my brain is screwed on tight.
Sorry, I was hoping this wouldn't happen, but I've been inhaling dust for 48 hours.
Smashfiredesigns.com. I'm going to drop that on you because we like our friends who make great items.
They make good gifts.
And boom.
And she has, oh my gosh, she has some for Halloween that are so cute. She has like a little 3-pack of Halloween earrings. It's super cute.
Oh, yeah. She makes the whole thing. She cuts these things. I think that these ceramic or steel? A lot of her bases are metal.
I think these are ceramic.
Okay.
These are ceramic.
She does a lot with copper and I think stainless and things like that. And she solders everything. And she made a custom piece for our wedding anniversary. That was just brilliant, beautiful, really nice piece. But like everything, it's all welded together. I mean, she's a whole little industry. And just really cool stuff. And she's working a lot with really nice looking stone. So I'm going to bust this up the way.
Oh my gosh.
There we go.
Yay.
So that's at that.
So
Now,
for those of you just joining us, we had 14 new windows installed today, so we're a little loopy right now. Like,
looped.
Let's drink.
Looped. Gonna copy. By the way, I frequently forget this until 15 minutes into the show, and it is 15 minutes into the show. Oh, I don't need this right now. In fact, I'm going to get rid of that because I don't need that browser. I'm going to go back to this browser, and we're going to drop in the playlist. If you excuse me,
You dropped it. It's good.
Oh, I did.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
Whoa.
It's there. You got it.
Not listening. We got a great little bit of monster movie type stuff from this young woman to my right. So go and grab it so you can hear some music, because we can't play music unless we have the rights to it. And even when we do, we still get like copyright, blah, blah, blah. We have to fight with these people sometimes. Hey, Michelle.
It's no joke. Hi. Yay.
So nice. But in the meantime, I'm totally dry. Gotta do something here.
This one's going down rather quickly.
Going down rather quickly. Well, then maybe I
choose one of these other lovely.
Would you like me to make the S on?
You make whichever one you like.
What the heck? It's up.
I even
Shall
have
we do
another
that?
idea that I didn't write down.
Yeah. So I'm going to grab glass and get that. There to go. I think I'm going to, get some construction in here today.
Oh, no.
And I'm not going to use that glass.
Don't use it.
Yeah, I need to wash that.
Don't do it.
Yep, don't do it. But I think that this guy is probably doing well. Yeah.
I
Dust.
used one from the front.
Dust. Everything.
So I'm probably
everything dust.
drinking construction dust.
Well, it's not like people were drilling into the shingles on the house or anything, as best as they could. So I'm going to throw a few cubes in here and get that a little chilly, and then I'm going to grab my metal part, which has disappeared.
All right.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do
right
this.
Here.
Oh,
it's right there.
That's what happens, right?
Here, do this.
Yeah, right. It's right when you reach for something and it's not there.
I know. Story of our lives.
Isn't it? So, but I do need a glass part. Hello.
Wait. I guess you didn't have that.
I didn't have the glass part, so I'm going to purloin one from here.
Why don't you bring a few shakers while you're down there?
Sure. Prepped, ready to go. Even has the
all right.
The pieces.
Okay.
Oh, and I need to grab one from
We can make more.
Hello. So we're going to go with, I'm just going to swap back to my formula, 2 ounces of Stegan's Fancy Pineapple. Wow, we just did that.
Right there.
There we go. 2 ounce pour. Well, that's still not a bad place to be. It's really great with I don't have a graduated, so I got to grab my...
I wasn't going to try to tell you your business, but...
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to bust this over here.
Yes.
Slightly crowded. You don't need a graduated if you happen to have a graduated item in your hand. The pony in the shot.
I just don't want to miss anything. Okay.
We were doing a broadcast maybe a few months ago where I was talking about where's my pony in my shot, and somebody just grabs a screenshot of where's my pony. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. This is a pony. A pony is a 1 ounce pour.
Where's my pony?
Shot is 1.5 ounce pour. There you go. You do not often hear bartenders these days referring to a pony of something.
Hi, John.
I have no idea where that came from either. The actual measurement of the pony. A shot is not.
I'm sure we could find out.
Difficult to figure out. Taking a shot, Hello, John.
I'm sure we could find out.
We could probably figure that out pretty easily. So boom. And passing by, and there we go. And half ounce of the blue curacao using the Giffard. Nice product. If you do not have this in your local store, but they have some of the Giffard products and can get them, ask them. Perhaps your store is thinking, we need to stock up on really good stuff. High quality, and it's blue.
When I was in there today, they had a lot of Giffard products. I'm just saying.
Uh-huh. That was Mid-Valley?
That would be Mid-Valley Wine and Liquors
yeah.
in Newburgh, New York.
Okay, lucky enough to go there today.
Yes.
That's sort of the candy store of booze.
It really is.
Got that going.
I hear there's one across the river, too, that's like that, but I haven't been to that one.
Okay, so half ounce of fresh lime. And pineapple is behind me?
No.
Okay. I'm going to put everything else in there first.
It's not.
And actually, no, I'm going to put one more thing in there. So I'm going to go find the pineapple.
All right, so we have another thing to try this evening, which belongs in this drink, which is the Bitterman's Hellfire Habanero Shrub. So if you've had this, let us know. But I'm very excited to try it. Hi, Barbara. I'm super excited to try this. I saw Hellfire and I was like, oh yes, for Halloween, please. So, and habanero shrub. That sounds hot. You know, oh, it is a dropper. I was going to say, I wrote down dropper, but yes, it's a dropper. Got to dropper some so we can try it. Kind of exciting. I love getting new bottles to try. It's fun. Hi, Charlene. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Okay. We're all caught up here.
Okay.
All right.
Going on too.
So this calls for the Hellfire habanero shrub. Mm-hmm. Let's see how hot it is.
Okay.
We're always like, oh, I can handle that.
I think that was half an ounce of this stuff.
Yes. And then a dropper of the Hellfire, but who knows? You might want more.
We'll find that out.
I'm cracking it so we can try it.
So far, speaking of grain, this one is really coming in murky.
All right.
I kind of like it.
You ready to try this?
I am ready to try this, yeah.
All right.
It's going to clean up, though. Handling all the sticky stuff.
Bring it over.
Okay. Glass?
No, I'm going to do it on my...
Oh, that business, yeah. Do you first. Mm-hmm. Okay. There we go.
Oh, that's yummy. They kind of drip down my...
Oh, wow. Yeah. It's a big flavor hit.
It's hot,
like
but...
There's a burst of that fire. Wow.
But it's hot, but it's got flavor, too. It's not just heat.
It's not just heat.
It's really good.
Habanero. Some of us here...
Do we have the cleaner?
Yes, we do.
So now that I've...
Some of us here...
dripped on
make
myself.
their own hot sauce, and I got to say, not as Hellfire as certain hot sauces.
Oh, no, it's not. It's not that kind of hot, but...
I'm going to give
it's hot.
2 of these guys, because I want to make sure that comes through.
Okay, I got to change it to 2.
Okay. Well, it was not that much of a dropper, to tell you the truth.
I got to change it to 2 droppers.
Bittermans make some really fun stuff, and I would have picked it up myself if I'd simply seen it on the shelf, and I would have said hello.
It was really the first thing I saw when I got in there.
Well,
yes, yes, please, for Halloween.
Yes, please.
Something called Hellfire.
Hellfire, habanero shrub.
I know.
Okay. Shake with ice.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's get back to our... Hi, Keith.
Here we go.
Oh, Reese. Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
She can make a trial-sized meal when making new dishes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to do like a whole thing.
Know,
you have to do
right?
like a whole
I'm
big
with you.
pot worth of that, and if you're like, wow, that wasn't that good.
I'm with you.
You've got a bunch of compost, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. It's real drag.
I know. That sucks.
So, and straight into a cocktail glass. I suppose the upside of doing these things is this is a 3-ounce pour. If it turns out to be the unnamed thing that we will never mention again, then you say, okay, down the drain cleaner. But if it turns out to be
that's perfect for
a nicely balanced looking thing with a really nice blue-green color to it.
You know what that's perfect for?
I think it'll be perfect for a slice of dried kiwi.
I found these the other day, and I thought,
floated on.
Do you?
What floated on? Oh.
I found these slices of dried kiwi the other day, and I just thought they would be perfect for Halloween garnishes. So pretty much any blue or green drink between now and Halloween is getting that for a garnish.
Baby.
Oh, I haven't tried it.
Oh, yeah, please. Okay, you know something? You do not get that heat on first sip. You get a really nice sour.
I like
then
that.
Then you wait a second, and then, oh, there's a little burn. So that's great.
I like that.
We have done recently, from the garden, ghost pepper. And, of course, I did that, like, idiot thing where I infuse the damn thing for a couple of hours, and I, like, make a cocktail out of it, and it's just like every sip is like, whoa, you know?
Yes, I'm enjoying that one.
Well, cardiac resuscitation out of that.
Yeah.
This is more of a slower sort of a thing. Yeah, it does. Look at that.
Hillary says it matches your outfit.
It matches you, too. Jeez.
That, well,
what's going on?
Matches you, slosh.
Well, you're wearing it now. No, you're not wearing it.
I'm not wearing it.
I'm trying it, yeah.
I got more.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that's nice. If you are one of our patrons, you will get all of these recipes tomorrow. If you're actually subscribing to the mailing list gets one, how does that work?
No, I'll post one featured recipe on our socials.
On the socials,
tomorrow.
okay. So just check for that. But if you like the whole lot of them, you could...
I don't know which one's going to be featured
right.
yet, but...
We'll find out.
That's a contender.
It's a serious contender. Love the color on this. This worked out so nice. We like to use the blue. You know, a lot of folks kind of shy away from the blue because, I say this frequently, it kind of spells mediocre beach drinks. Tall glasses of extremely sweet stuff that's designed to get you rocked without a lot of character and some like really low shelf liquors, and you're like, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's not a lot of complexity happening there. This has complexity.
All right, I think I know what I'm going to do next, but I have to go grab something.
Well, ma'am. Don't mind at all.
Thank you. All right.
I, after all, have a slice of kiwi to get to.
Too bad you can't see this sofa. It's really bad.
It's, well, you know, it's a little difficult to get around here, but it's certainly slightly better than it was about an hour and a half ago.
Oh my gosh.
And for hours today, things were extremely impassable. In the other room, oh boy.
It's no joke in this house right now.
The interesting thing, though, is that the major thing that you have to do when you're clearing all of your windows is get all of the paraphernalia that's sitting around your windows. Now, we have like wood trim on all of these, which is pretty typical of a house of this vintage. And that's where we tend to hang clocks. So all the clocks come down so they don't get damaged, including that really cool looking atomic thing over there. And then you're looking around and you have no idea what the time is. And so first thing I did was hang 2 clocks in here once we were kind of done with this. So I would know when we were about to go live. But it's one of those things. It's an extremely first world problem.
Oh, it's over there.
Oh, it's over there already. Huh. It's an extremely first world problem, I know. But if you are looking around and you don't see what you need, you'll say, it's like when you forget your watch and you keep looking at your wrist. You look like an idiot, but you know what you're looking for.
Only,
you know? It's crazy.
We were paranoidly organized, I guess, because it is over here and it's been over here the whole time. So.
Well, you know something?
So ha ha ha.
That's just a ha 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 on us. And boom.
Big laugh on old Kelly. All right. Wow. Okay. But I think this will be a good one. I am going to make one I'm calling Demonio Marino.
Demonio Marino. See,
also inspired by Monster from the Ocean Floor. You can tell I was quite moved by that movie.
I seem to recall that there's a very comedic aspect to Monster Ocean Floor. It's not as like, you know, what is the one I'm thinking of? Piedras Blancas. Monster of Piedras Blancas is a little more menacing.
Although that has one of my favorite scenes in a horror movie.
Which I think we used in our seminar at Tiki Oasis
we
one
did.
year.
We did.
Pretty freaking hilarious. So.
All right, so.
Nice comment on the music from Hugo. That's all her over there. I might have contributed one of those.
So, Demonio Marino. We're starting with 2 ounces of tequila because...
It's a pretty good place to start.
Because Monster from the Ocean Floor.
Really?
All right. And then...
Well, Monster from the Ocean Floor, I think, was kind of heavily based in Cuba.
No, Mexico.
Oh, Mexico. Okay. I thought it was Cuba.
No, that was Creature from the Haunted Sea.
Haunted Sea. Hard to keep these things straight. And the creature that conquered the world was Salton Sea, or
no, that was Monster that challenged
the world. Yeah, you know.
You can tell I've spent a lot of time on
I have to keep these things straight, folks.
All right, so
this is my first too.
Demonio Marino, 2 ounces of Reposado tequila, a ½ ounce of Ancho Reyes
Verde liqueur. Ancho comes in Rojo y Verde, and I tell you, both of those are really good. It's a nice infused pepper liqueur. It's got a very little burn and a lot of flavor. Yes. And it's just, it's a really, I forget what the base is on that. I don't think it's a tequila base or anything. I think it's really just like a liquor base.
But yeah, it's definitely a liquor base.
It's definitely a liquor base. But it is a Mexican liquor that I recommend. When those came out, they got a lot of attention, and they deserved. They deserved. Very, very good.
So, since no one asked, I'll just volunteer. My favorite scene from Monster of Piedras Blancas is when she runs in, like she's all like everyone in the town's panicked because the monster is coming out of the water and killing people.
And killing people.
And she just runs in and she's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And the doctor just hands her a pill and is like, here, take this. And she just pops it and swallows it. There's no thought. There's no like, what am I taking? Or is this safe? Or no, she just pops it.
Which is, slightly reminiscent of the killer shrews where like every 12 minutes in this movie, somebody asks for a martini. That happens. Down we go, up we go, and there we go.
Thank you.
None the wiser.
All right, so 2 ounces of reposado tequila, a ½ ounce Antares Verde liqueur, 1/4 ounce blue curacao.
Highly recommend Killer Shrews,
because
by the
I
way.
feel like when you're doing the lime juice is sticking to the coaster. Hold on.
Oh my, that happens.
I feel as though when you're doing these creatures from the water, you got to have a lot of blue drinks.
Creatures from the fill in the blank.
And then 3/4
Pacific
of
Ocean,
an ounce.
Salton Sea, Mediterranean, the Adriatic. You know, take your pick.
3/4 of an ounce fresh lime juice.
Fresh
Now
lime juice.
I think I'm going to go off of what I wrote. So if you don't mind filling in,
I can fill in.
I'm going to add a dash of these Hellfire bitters.
Oh, I will be glad to.
This is optional.
Well, Demonio
If you're a
Marino.
patron and you don't want to buy these,
Demonio Marino
Optional.
seems to beg this sort of thing. Well, here's the thing. Now, we recently did, this was Sunday, we were talking last week, just sort of casually about, perhaps, do we do a brunch kind of thing? How does that fly? Got a lot of good response on that.
That was fun.
So we did the brunch thing. If you didn't tune in, you can check the rebroadcast. It was a lot of fun. We made a couple of 3 or 4 brunch drinks.
or more.
Or more. Oh, I don't remember. Yeah, but they were good. They were really good. I had a Bloody Mary. I don't even drink the things. I thought it was excellent. So...
Shake with ice. And, if we have any chilled glasses, I'll take one.
We have chilled glasses.
Thank you.
Option save.
Option save. Thank you.
And there we go. Does it with aplomb. I tell you, you get construction in your house all day, it tires you out. You're not even doing the work, but you're managing a lot of things. And you have to sidestep a lot of things. And I had a regular work day, so I just did that.
Oh my gosh.
It was hard to take breaks.
I'm going to use one of these too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Garnish with a slice of dried kiwi.
Well, check out the color comparison there. You've got this really beautiful aqua color here. I've got a real murky, deep green monster from the depths kind of thing going on here.
Demonio Marino. Oh, yes, please.
No matter what I do.
That is just a really hot margarita variation.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've got extra.
And I tell you, the burn in there is minor and with a lot of flavor. That's really nice. Hey, Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
So nice of you to tune in. Definitely.
Oh, yeah, get it back.
So let's go back up for a second there.
All right, we got to catch up with your comments here.
Just making sure we got everything going on. Oh, yeah. Hugo's grooving the music. If you are not, scroll up the list. You can grab the Spotify playlist and you can get it yourself. It's free.
Oh, good. They're
what
talking
home movies? Oh, yeah, please.
Oh,
all of them.
All of them. Yeah,
I think we're definitely we're talking.
Hi, Mark.
The little studio that could there, AIP, because they did a lot of these things, and that would be things like Mask of the Red Death and The Raven. Yeah, cool, like really cool.
Thank you, Mark and Eileen, and Julie. Thank you. We had fun with that too.
Yeah, we saw Mark and Eileen recently, and they actually gifted us with the bar that you saw, like when we did that live podcast. That was really amazing. Awesome. It's great. It's so cool. It's a fun thing. I will say that I think we determined it definitely came from a smoking household, which was not the biggest gunk about it, but she got in there with the cleaner and it's like, came right
It's awesome. We love it. Thank you guys so much. It's wonderful.
I'm not slagging it up because it had some sediment.
Oh, no. It's amazing.
This baby had some sediment.
Love it.
No, it's a very cool thing.
Love
I just want to say. And we actually served Mark and Eileen the Quads Grog, and they loved it a lot and bought the ingredients, and that is some praise.
Love it.
That's some high praise. Well,
I love the bar. We're gonna when we remodel our attic, which I guess we have updates on that. I think that bar is gonna go up there.
I think that's where it belongs. I think that's the time for that.
Yes, satellite. Oh, hi, Marky.
Hey,
yes, satellite.
Marky.
That was a dried kiwi slice.
Yes.
I've decided that
extras right here.
These blue and green drinks just deserve a dried kiwi
They sort of demand it, don't they? It's the sort of thing where you might think something like lime peel, but ultimately...
Oh, Shane, hi.
That bit works.
Awesome.
Good day.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, oh.
Excellent.
Devin, I have a friend you really need to meet sometime.
Oh, yeah.
He does one-person Edgar Allan Poe shows. He just performs them at various conventions and stuff. So, yeah.
Got a good comment on the brunch.
Like the Killer Shrews. I love that movie. It's so terrible, and I love it.
Same friend who does the one-person Poe shows, which truly are brilliant. That really is like his talent, his forte.
Yes.
Is doing these things. And he really delivers the goods on those. And he delivers some of the gore, too. Yeah, he's not afraid of that. Something interesting about that fellow. But he actually pointed out to us, and he has given us certain items in relation to, that the Killer Shrews was originally a double bill. A lot of people think of these things as B movies. They're not. The B movie thing had gone by that point in time. But they are definitely drive-in movies. And the double bill on drive-in was Attack of the Killer Shrews and the Giant Gila Monster. And those two were really, same production company, like same guy producing them was George Lindsay, I believe, Goober, from Andy Griffith's show. Actually decided to get into movies. And I think his investment paid off. They were cheap to make and they made money. Killer Shrews is great. Gila Monster is a great sort of a fake rock and roll soundtrack. You know,
maybe that needs to be the theme of next week's happy hour. The double feature of the Killer Shrews and the Giant Gila Monster.
I think we need to do a series of double features. There's a lot of great double features. What was on the double feature with Calling Ant?
Yeah, I was going to say, we can keep this going until Thanksgiving, really.
Yeah, definitely Electric Green going on. I think that the setting on the camera is really punching that up. I tried to match her. Well, I tried to coordinate with her. I can't match her, but I can coordinate with her, and this does pretty well. This is glowing pretty nicely, but yours is just like sheen.
Well, I keep turning away so you don't see it, but I've got my creature from the Black Lagoon fascinator.
Got that going on.
Yeah.
No, that's some kind of cool, but definitely some kind of cool. So, Marky, anytime you want to pick up some stuff,
okay, John
go
says
ahead and
yes.
Drop by, see new windows. Big fun. There we go.
Yes, double feature. I love it. We got to figure out what all the double features were.
Did anybody grow up in the suburban Boston area and watch Channel 58 Channel 56 with a creature double feature? Apparently, one of the DJs from BCN actually used to host that. So I remember those. They were usually Tojo films. And it was lot.
That was Toho.
I thought it was Tojo. Well, anyway, no. But usually like 60s Japanese fare with large lizards destroying Tokyo for the 15th time. Those were fun. Those were a lot of fun. The one with the smog monster. Oh, that's this ecological monster movie. It's great. Absolutely great.
All right, well, I'm feeling the double features, and I think next week will be the Killer Shrews and Giant Gila Monster. Because I happen to love both of those movies quite a bit. I remember we did, in the past, we have done the Killer Shrews martini, because every 3 minutes in that movie, someone's like, I'd like a martini. I want a martini. Someone make me a martini.
Somebody please make me a martini.
Exactly. It's like all they drink in that movie, but
yeah,
we could bring that one back.
Well, it also makes our job easy, because we'll just sit up here and make a martini, and then we'll make another martini, and then we'll make 15 martinis and say, I really feel like a martini, and we'll make another martini. And that will be like the theme of the show is we drained a bottle of gin in one evening. Woo!
Anytime one of them gets really anxious about the shrews, which are starting to burrow into their home, they're like, I'd like a martini.
I feel like I'd want a martini, please.
And I can't really blame them. I feel like if Killer Shrews were burrowing into my home, I would probably want to get drunk too.
I'll just take that bottle and lock myself in my room, please.
Yep.
Look, the scientist decides to breed gargantuan shrews for reasons that nobody can explain. They escape, and then they're just eating everything on the island, because shrews have to eat their body weight every 24 hours. And
something we learned from watching the Killer Shrews.
Go from there, shall we? Cheap movie. Also features Sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane in one of the lead roles there. James Best does his best.
A younger Roscoe P. Coltrane.
I always feel for his assistant. His assistant is a great guy, and he just buys it really early. It's
spoiler alert.
Why do they have to kill this thing?
Spoiler alert.
The sidekick, John says, I don't have a martini. I'd like a martini, please.
You made me a martini.
The lead scientist and his daughter have these sort of unidentifiable mid-European accents. Maybe it's Swedish, maybe it's Norwegian. I can't tell. One of those things. Yeah, I would like to have another martini piece.
Yep.
That kind of jazz.
Yep.
Oh yeah, here we go. Channel numbers. Errol grew up with 2, 6, 8, and 11.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever happened to 1, 3, 4, and 5? Well, here's the interesting thing. 3, 4, and 5 were up for grabs. I did not grow up with 3, but I believe Hartford had 3. 5 was a Boston channel. 4 was a Boston channel. 6 was a Providence channel. 7 was a Boston channel. We did not have 8 or 9. 9 was a New York channel. 11 was a New York channel. 12 was a Providence channel. 10 was a Providence channel. That was like NBC and ABC affiliates. Yeah, I can rattle this stuff off, right? Channel 1 died a long time ago. When television was starting out, and this is like 1939, the channels were allocated, and this was a viable channel, and then after a few years, it got allocated to something else. So Channel 1 went away. You could take a look, you could do a minor search on that and probably find the whole history on that. Also, around that time, the original FM allocation completely got absorbed by TV. So if you have a 40s FM radio, it's obsolete. Sorry.
We had in LA vicinity 2, 4, and 7 were the same as New York.
2, 4, and 7.
CBS, NBC, and ABC. And then we had Metro Media. I think that was 11?
Channel... Peter, was Metro Media 5 or 11? Quick, somebody.
Which one? Was it 5 or 11?
Yeah, Metro Media started out as the remnants of the Dumont network. They absorbed that studio.
I think that wasn't the...
Yeah.
I thought that was Fox.
Well, you're actually saying the end of the story. It starts out, Dumont bites the dust in like 1957. It was a huge live studio. That eventually got absorbed into something that became Metro Media. And the local station that did a lot of
Maurice, it sounds like you had a lot of the same ones we had.
And Fox 32, got it.
I was going to ask horror hosts. Which horror hosts did you grow up with? Okay, Chicago would have been Svengoolie, I imagine.
That sounds very likely.
I'd never heard of any other horror hosts except for Elvira, because Southern California. And then you move away and you're like, oh, Svengoolie, and like... This was before everyone was just on the internet, so... Just
catching up on the YouTube
Hi!
Here. Hey, Reverb!
J-Surf and Reverb, hello!
Fat Spy with Phyllis Diller and music. Oh, man! Okay, there we go. Thank you.
Well, that's one we gotta look up.
Added to the list to check that out. Never heard of that one. We've certainly seen the beach things with Don Rickles, which are fun. 5, 9, 11, and 13.
Yep. I remember 13 was at PBS in LA too. I know here 13's PBS. I think it probably was in LA too.
New England, you had Channel.
Yep, Svengoolie. Yep.
Oh, there we go.
Svengoolie's hilarious.
Channel 2 was Boston. Was
probably CBS.
PBS. 2 was PBS.
2 was.
It was PBS. It was GBH. GBH originated a ton of broadcasting that you've probably seen.
Oh, I know.
Stuff like Zoom, was GBH. Yep. And which is interesting because in the UK, GBH means something completely different. I'm just saying. And now down under.
Face with jail for us.
Okay, channel allocations, Joanne. What was happening down on the other side of the sphere here? That's kind of interesting. We're sort of running that down right now. Michael watches Svengoolie every week. Oh, it's fun. It's fun.
Oh my gosh! Hi, Michael. By the way.
Yes, and hi. I believe that's the second Svengoolie, but it might be the third. I'm not sure.
Isn't it? I thought it was like Son of Svengoolie.
It's the Son of Svengoolie, and I got to say, he definitely makes with the rubber chickens. Oh, it's killer.
I only ever knew of Elvira when I was younger, and then after that, the next horror, not host, but the show that I became aware of was Mystery Science Theater 3000.
MST3K.
After I moved to New York.
Yeah.
And I discovered that and was just like, Lifeline, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Big fun. I'm trying to think if we didn't have a host. We had sort of the commentator on Creature Double Feature, and that was as far as that went. So we didn't have a Svengoolie or a Vampira. Or who was the guy from Pittsburgh? Anybody at Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh local. There was a guy who he looked very straightforward.
Was that the one we have the picture of in there?
We have a picture of him in there. Looks
I think
looks
I know.
like Kevin.
I think I know. Like, hold. I should probably go to another computer to look this up, but I don't want to get his name wrong.
We should actually make these things correct. And the fact is, it's not like we could research this ahead of time because this is off the cuff. Chiller.
I want to get... No, that's not it. That's not it. Okay,
Not
hold
Chiller.
on. Nope.
It's not Chili Billy.
No, hold on.
Okay. We'll try that again, folks. By the way, I might as well just preempt this. Power, you know.
All right. So we've got a couple of drinks in us, just saying.
There we go. Just saying.
All right. I got it. All right. Be entertaining, please.
Working my music box over here. So, I can't remember this guy's name for the life of it. I didn't grow up with him, so it's not in my mind. I remember as a teenager watching Charles Lacquadero. I think I actually name-checked him on the brunch broadcast because he did various and sundry. It was whatever he wanted to play. I remember seeing Invaders from Mars. That's totally on theme, of course. But I remember seeing the Boston Strangler. Possibly on theme.
Right,
that's a little more true crime, after all.
We're getting there.
Yep, definitely getting...
Oh, Bob Wilkins. That's what I'm thinking of. Bob Wilkins. You want me to go grab that picture?
If you've got it.
I got it. Okay.
There we go.
I'm going to grab this.
Watch horror films. Keep America strong.
Yes.
Yeah, see, here's the funny thing. I'm actually kind of out of drink. No, I'm really out of drink. So I'm going to have to prolong hers. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's still good. But I really should make another. Did not grow up with Bob, but his picture looks really great. It's just ready to go.
But our friend Zach did, and he got us this.
Watch horror films. Keep America strong. Yes.
I had taken it down to get our windows done, and
it was just right there.
It's sort of like, I feel like we should hang it over the doorway or something.
I kind of think so.
You know, it's kind of perfect.
He's so unassuming. He just looks like this sort of electrical engineer over there. Like, hello, I'm an accountant, but he was hosting the big monsters.
Watch horror films. Keep America strong.
Keep America strong.
Amen.
Brent is name checking the Hammer movie. So how could we forget?
Yes.
The big house that could. House of the Hammer gave us.
Oh, okay. So Lori says Son of Svengoolie. Did you already go over this?
I think yes. Yes.
Son of Svengoolie.
Yeah, he's the guy. We've seen Son of Svengoolie a number of times.
Theater. I love
He's extremely hokey and so charming. He's great. Absolutely incredible. And he just does great stuff. I think he's done like some Mexican wrestling movie kind of stuff too, which is terrific.
That's Errol's brother's ringtone for his wife. Oh, that's hilarious.
Big fun.
I have a friend who has a scream tone for her mother, and it is a scream. When her mother calls, it's like, ah! Yeah.
Hi, Ma.
I know, right?
Oh, big fun coming through.
I know.
Well, I'm out.
I know. Well, I've got other ideas. Oh!
There are other ideas. I name-checked the one.
All right, let's see.
House on Haunted Hill!
I thought about trying to watch that again. I have seen it, but I thought about trying to watch it before tonight, and then that
too many things going on.
But yes, I love House on Haunted Hill. That's a good one to do this season.
Speaking of William Kelsey, you'll put 13 ghosts. We had 14 windows. It's a lot of damn work. I'm glad somebody else did it. Whatever the hell we paid was totally worth it. I believe Lisa was saying that years ago they got quoted the price for windows, and they said, it's either that or a new car. In certain contexts, yes, I can see that. Oh, yeah. But I will say that this
But we don't have any more cracked windows, knock on wood. We had windows that were cracked.
Well, they'd been there since about 1938, so I'm not too surprised. Yep. I was at the point where I was about to fix all of those flaws, and then ultimately you realize you're fixing single-pane windows.
Nope.
Why bother?
Nope.
Just do the thing. But House on Haunted Hill, of course, is the film made in Joe, which is extremely hokey, but great. Absolutely great.
But we saw it in
We saw it in Merjo. It is, I think there's one theater in the United States that's equipped for a Merjo still, and that would be the Film Forum in New York City.
It might be more now, but I had to start over.
There should be more. Merjo is easy. It's also the only theater that I know of that is not only equipped for all 3D processes. Oh, that looks great.
He's like, if I do say so.
Yeah, really.
Oh my gosh.
But is also the one equipped for Percepto. So I don't know of any other theater that does Percepto. If you do, drop it on us. But you can always see something at the Forum, and you can see the Tingler, and it's great. It's great.
Wait, hold on. Oh, hi, David, by the way.
Sinister Seymour.
Sinister Seymour. Oh my god.
Early 70s LA. Whoa.
I didn't know Sinister Seymour.
Welcome to our crypt.
Okay, so Leslie says, Dad did a movie where frogs took over and started eating people. So I let him. Oh my gosh, I have to know the name of that movie.
I think it's just the frogs. Let's check.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, let me see.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It is not none of the Lepus. That was bunny rabbits that were going to take over. Let's see.
I need to know about this. Might be the highlight of my Halloween season.
Okay, go.
You're on caps lock. You're shouting at yourself.
Oh, whatever. Frogs, Ray Milland, Sam Elliott, 1972.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to check the credits on this. I remember seeing this, really late night sometime when I was a teenager. It looked terrible. But it's no worse.
Well, that's just a recommendation to me.
Slightly less like skin crawling than, say, Willard. But, and just
Willard.
Ridiculous. Ray Milland was doing all sorts of things at the time, unfortunately. Joan Van Ark. Adam Rourke. Oh, man.
Van Ark.
The people who are in this thing. Okay, I want to see the full thing because I got to see the credit.
Yeah.
Got to get the music credits and see if this is what we're talking about.
Yes, Les Baxter. You just went past it.
That's it. Okay. It's frogs.
It's frogs.
It's the frogs.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Leslie. We're going to do a frogs.
Yeah.
Gotta do some frogs. Because that's just too good.
Got to do some frogs.
That is too good to pass up. All right. Vincent Price. I saw a friend today. She posted a picture of her Halloween display, and she had a prayer candle with Vincent Price. I was like, oh, yeah.
All hail the saints of. He was just great in everything that he did. It's sort of like, I've heard about certain actors who will do anything because they just like to work. And if the project is terrible, they bring the same thing to it.
They don't care.
They're just acting. I've heard that of Michael Caine. He's in some really mediocre pictures, and he's like, I like to work. He's always Michael Caine. Vincent is always Vincent. He's just brilliant. It could be Brady Bunch, and he's hilarious.
He was on the Brady Bunch. He was also on Brady Bunch Variety Hour.
And the Variety Hour.
Just saying.
Oh, boy. Okay, yeah. So that's the frogs.
Yes, we are definitely going to watch the frogs. Oh, Shockwave. I haven't seen Shockwave. Okay.
And Louise is wondering, was that before or after his post-atomic apocalypse? After. Probably about 10 years after.
Yes. Oh, Panic in...
Year Zero.
Panic in Year Zero.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's actually a great picture. It's an extremely cheap picture. You don't see a lot of destruction happening, but you see a lot of people demanding to have your food.
Doesn't that one also have Frankie Avalon?
Yes.
Yes,
it does.
Yeah, that's Frankie.
Yeah. It's really interesting to see Frankie acting in this film, which is like, the beach will be destroyed, which reminds me of On the Beach, which was a very serious nuclear war picture. But, you have to have all of these pieces. The great pictures in this genre are usually pretty low budget, pretty schlock. Honestly, you've got something like Little Shop of Horrors was made in 2 days for a budget of not a lot of money. And it's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious.
I love Little Shop of Horrors.
So this is the thing. It's not the amount of money you have to work with. It's kind of the script you have to work with and the actors you have to work with. You can make all of these things look great. We're having fun with you tonight on a budget of not a lot of money. So
exactly.
Here we go. So we're part of the same tradition. We certainly consider AIP to be the little studio that could and still does inspire patron saints, folks. The Swarm.
Oh my God, The Swarm.
We don't have that soundtrack up here, but we do own the soundtrack. It's actually pretty good. The movie is.
We'll put it up here while the season. We'll switch some of these out because we have more.
Well, it goes.
So yeah.
Oh, and Leslie's name check, Dunwich Horror. Yeah, that's pretty killer. There is a soundtrack album for that I really should look up and check out. That sounds like a lot of fun. That was, I think Dean Stockwell was Dunwich Horror when they finally made that. Dean Stockwell. Because that's like a, I forget who actually.
Secondhand Lions. I haven't seen that.
Oh yeah, Dorothy McGuire.
Oh yeah,
yeah, seriously. Okay.
Oh, some kind of a nut. Yeah.
Grows a beard. Which reminds me of, wasn't he also in the film with the town that is challenged to quit smoking? Around 1971. Anybody?
I haven't seen
this. Is not horror. I'm off topic here. But it was, what the hell was that called? I gotta look that up. I remember seeing that a bunch when I was a kid, and it was a thing, and it like...
Not a bunch?
One of the cigarette companies was challenging the town to do it and thought they couldn't do it, but people did. And then they're trying to get people to smoke. So it's a real conspiracy theory kind of movie.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but now I want to see it.
I want to see it. Yeah. Legend of Boggy Creek.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So many suggestions this evening. I love it.
I'm just going to look this up.
I love it. I want to watch all of them.
I do enjoy having something that will show me everybody's...
Dick Van Dyke.
The credits of... The entire credits of...
The entire credits of Dick Van Dyke. Yep. Which are probably like 400, but...
it goes on forever. Cold Turkey.
Cold Turkey.
Anybody?
I've never seen this movie.
Whole town decides to quit smoking.
Do they decide or are they forced?
Well, something happens where they decide to do this. I think there's a challenge. Hoping for positive publicity, a tobacco company offers $25 million to any American town that quits smoking for 30 days. 1 month? Okay. Directed by Norman Lear. There we go.
Oh my gosh.
No, this sounds kind of funny. I got to see this again.
Well, I think this might be easier now than it was back then.
Yeah.
Because now you have options.
David named it. Thank you, David. Cold Turkey. That's the one.
Yep.
It's...
I haven't seen this movie.
I believe at the age where I was seeing this a fair amount of time, I didn't get a lot of it, so I got to try this again.
Peter's saying Return to Boggy Creek with Dawn Wells and Dana Plato. Sold.
I think we're in.
Sold.
And Lisa's noting, you can't outrun the blob. Yeah, seriously, the thing moves kind of slowly.
I know. Right?
Bear in mind that...
All these people are like, it's coming. It's like, run, you idiot. Yeah, anyway.
In watching the actual blob, the movie, right? The actual material of the blob is, I believe, silicone gel, which moves extremely slowly. So when they were shooting these sequences, the stuff was like, ooh, it's for like 5 minutes down the screen. They had to speed up those shots.
Well, I'm also thinking of the Boston molasses flood.
You couldn't outrun that?
Like, really? People died in the Boston molasses flood. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Google Boston molasses flood.
It really happened.
Yes, there was a flood of molasses.
It was something like 50,000 gallons of molasses that was there to make industrial alcohol for the war effort. And it was a really hot day, and the big bin that was sitting in the big tanker burst and flooded streets. Apparently, seats on the T were sticky for ages afterwards.
But apparently, it wasn't moving that quickly. So run,
fools! Kingdom of the Spiders.
Oh my gosh, Bad Ronald. I do not.
Oh no.
Okay,
we'll check it out.
All right, we gotta take some time and watch movies.
Some movies. Well, now that we don't have to completely discombobulate the house again.
No, we just have to recombobulate the house.
Yeah. We've already done the power. It's looking a lot better. Windows are in. Maybe we'll save some gas this winter.
Well, I hope so.
And then we can watch some monster movies. And somebody has already name-checked Shat. Kingdom of the Spiders. Oh, man. Yeah. Chat. Can you dig? Anyway,
wait. No, go back to YouTube. Missing comments.
So that's interesting. But
Bad Ronald. I have not seen Bad Ronald. All right, but now I got to do it. All right.
I'm out, so it's time for something.
I'm out too.
Well, ages ago we made a Black Lagoon daiquiri, and we decided to vary this up for tonight because it sounded like fun, and maybe I need another daiquiri.
Can I reach the refrigerator out there if I go out?
What do you need?
I was going to go grab a can. I'll be back. I'll be back. Just
you can.
Don't mind me. I'll be back.
Let me actually. I don't even need to vamp. I'm just going to start working on a cocktail because I'm out some time ago, and we did a little something called a daiquiri. I'm going to try to find the completely appropriate glass here. No, I don't have that. So I'm just going to go for one of ours because it makes cocktails taste 73% better.
Never
mind.
And
we'll go from there. Never mind.
Never mind.
Bum, 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 bum. Okay.
Never mind. This house is a disaster.
Here we go.
What are you making?
Revenge at the Black Lagoon Daiquiri. Oh, yeah? Well, you know, I'll make one because maybe I'll have a different idea.
Well, I do have a different idea. All right.
Okay,
I do have a different idea, but you got to write it down.
We
You got to keep records of these things.
Rule. Okay. So this calls for 2 ounces of dark rum.
Keep that handy.
This is actually, it might be more of an amber rum, but it's close enough for me right now.
You know, I've got to say that all in all, we've been incredibly fortunate with COVID supply chains.
Yeah.
We have not wanted for anything during the entire pandemic, except
toilet paper for about 5 minutes. But
except
we didn't
dark
need.
rum. We never ran out of toilet paper. But dark rum.
Dark rum.
We have wanted for dark rum in all of this.
Yeah, we wanted it. We weren't out of it, and we were never out of it. It's true. Half ounce of the blue curacao.
I know, like one of our liquor stores couldn't get Myers for a hot minute, but it seems to be back.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's our sad COVID story.
1/4 ounce of blackberry liqueur.
We've been very fortunate.
Tink. Okay, measure about 1/4. Half ounce of fresh lime juice.
Yep. Did you get the chocolate bitters?
I did not.
I will.
If you would.
All right. Pardon me.
My lowly co-host will make this thing work. 2 dashes of Fee Brothers Aztec chocolate bitters. These are really nice. If you could ice me. Is that what you mean? Fill my shaker with ice, not ice me?
I know.
You gotta specify these days. Hello, Amanda.
If you don't want to be iced. Hi.
Yeah.
Specify if you don't want to be iced.
Chrissy says that the molasses flood was 2 million gallons. Way beyond what I was thinking.
It would be 35 miles per hour. And I feel like you could still get out of the way of that if you knew it was coming.
That's pretty fast. 25 feet deep. Well, actually, if you didn't realize what was happening, gone. Gone.
I feel like if you knew what was happening.
Ron needs a beverage. Can I fax this to you? I know, you know, COVID, stuff like that. Here we go.
We first heard about the Boston molasses flood in the zine Murder Can Be Fun. And then it turns out Paul's father had a whole file about the Boston molasses flood.
He grew up in suburban Boston. I believe it was Malden. And he was not far from said events, and he was actually not too far from said events. So that's the kind of thing that fascinated him, and I think, what now? You know? Interesting but true.
So if you hear that a big vat of molasses has exploded, get out of the way. Just like I got out of the way of that splashy pour.
I like a show pour.
No, you do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, that's a little different than what we've been doing.
So this is okay. So this is the Black Lagoon Daiquiri 2, correct? Revenge of the Black Lagoon Daiquiri.
Revenge of the Black Lagoon Daiquiri. That's what it is. It's good.
It is good.
Recommended.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Really nice thing.
I think I might like that better than the original Black Lagoon Daiquiri.
Oh, it could be.
Right.
If you can figure out how to download drinks, you'll be very rich.
Oh my gosh.
What's interesting, how there is a sort of an Uber way in which we've all figured out how to download drinks. You just go to the place, they hand you a container, you go home and you pour. If you're not really into, if you're like, well, I can't keep all this liquor in the house, and I know it's not cheap. You know, we go to a certain amount of expense to get these things because
a certain amount.
We have to try things. It's our job. You don't have to have 100 bottles of liquor. That's kind of expensive.
And speaking of a certain amount of expense,
we tried, so you don't have to.
We're not going to hit you up for any money. Don't worry. But if you happen to be shopping on Amazon,
and you say, I need to get
and you're like, you know, I'd like to get some vitamins or something, I think I'll go to Amazon. If you could just enter Amazon through our store, I'm going to put the link here. We get a commission on anything you buy, even if you don't buy anything from our store. So
literally, start your shopping trip at our store. Do whatever you were going to. If it's not on our list, it doesn't matter.
You gotta hear this. Lisa says, if you can't get out of the way of the molasses, at least collect enough to make your home roll. Amen.
Please.
Amen, sister.
Please.
All right. So I'm going to drop this link on YouTube as well. Yes, if you enter Amazon through our store, we get a commission no matter what.
Which is a really great feature.
And you pay the same prices. You don't pay more. You're
not paying me.
Cry of the Banshee.
Wow, fun stuff is happening.
Oh my gosh. I think we need to just take a week off and watch movies.
Oh, there's just endless
it's our
stuff.
job.
Seriously.
It's our job. All right, I have another idea, which is only happening in my head right now. So,
cocktails in your head?
If I create a text box.
It sounds like a condition.
Shut up.
Yeah. Sounds like a pretty good condition, actually.
If you could just take this down.
I would be glad to.
I am thinking of
moving a few bottles, just because.
Uh-oh. But I spelled it wrong. But I spelled it right.
Oh, yeah.
Here's me spelling it right after all these drinks.
Dang it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Boom.
I'm thinking of the Shark Reef Scorpion, which will be a variation on an actual scorpion. If you don't mind shifting this away. But keep that slice of kiwi. I want it.
Kiwi's handy for you?
I want it when this is all done.
I want that kiwi, dang it.
We're out of kiwi. Out of kiwi. It kind of bothers me.
We could get more kiwi, or I could get you that kiwi slice. I'm just saying.
No.
No.
Fresh kiwi.
Where is it?
All right. So, Shark Reef Scorpion.
Okay.
I want to start with...
Starting up.
I'm going to start with Applejack. Now, a normal scorpion would have brandy. Applejack is a brandy.
It is a brandy.
It's apple brandy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start with 1 ounce of Applejack.
Local product, New Jersey, Applejack, folks.
Exactly.
There's some
Jersey Lightning.
really great Applejacks being made today by local distilleries.
Then
check out your local if your local grows apples.
It would call for light rum. I'm going to go for the Stiggins. Because this is a variation. Fancy plantation pineapple rum.
Mm-hmm.
Try saying that after a few drinks. Stiggins fancy plantation pineapple rum.
You just did it twice.
I know.
1?
1 ounce.
Got it.
All right.
That's good.
And then, because we're going off recipe.
Well, that happens around here sometimes.
I know.
Blah, blah, blah.
All right. I am thinking blue.
Blue.
I'm going blue.
Damn it. How much blue?
Let's do a 1/2 ounce of blue because this is not going to be blue. It's going to be murky. Oh, look at that murky green.
Whoa, already murk.
Perfect for Halloween.
I believe we call that color Vicks Formula 44. Doesn't taste like it right now. Shouldn't taste like it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm going to go for a 1/2 ounce of fresh lime juice.
Mm-hmm.
And since I just poured the lime juice out of the same jigger, the lime juice was also blue.
Blue limes.
And then...
Blue ice cubes.
How degenerate.
Yep.
All right. And if you can name that movie,
that?
I will send you a prize.
Yeah, if you got that, name it. Yeah, name it. There we go. Whoops. Have to wash that one out. That happens.
You saw that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 1 stopper of Bitterman's Hellfire Habanero Shrub. We have to wash the stopper now.
Yep.
All right. Shake with ice. You know, it happens.
Yeah, it does. Busy bar. Working bar back here.
And then...
And boom.
These have all been strained drinks tonight. Do we have another chilled glass? Or
I believe we do. As a matter of fact, I'm going to check that out for you. And nope, used it. So.
Captain Chronos. Oh my gosh. All right.
Oh yeah.
I'm missing more great suggestions.
Chronos Vampire Hunter. Definitely heard of that. Never actually saw.
Oh, apples are amazing.
Oh, I heard about a hammer as a kid, but not enough. Yeah.
Another blue drink. Oh my gosh.
Apple cider, apple cider.
I have to share this video to our blue and green drinks playlist because we have
got a bunch of blue drinks tonight.
Blue and green drinks this evening.
No, it's just that this one kind of matches this guy for color.
All right.
Wowie and zowie. Bubble.
Did you get it all?
Oh, yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
What? Yes.
Let's see what we think.
I was transcribing, but yes, I definitely got it all.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
And I just tried my prior, so I can do the direct comparison.
Look at that.
That's a little different.
I'm enjoying that.
There's
all
a
right.
fun thing going on there. Hello.
It's meant to be a scorpion variation,
Mm-hmm.
so I think I achieved that.
There's a lot of base liquors out there that you could try. There's a hell of a lot of vodkas. Most of them don't really taste like much. There's a fair amount of rums, and some of them taste like quite a bit. And then there's these strange things that are made out of fruit, like Applejack, and you think, well, what is that anyway? That was probably the most popular liquor in the Northeast for a long time. And it kind of died out in Prohibition. Well, lately, it's been coming back kind of hard.
So I called this one Shark Reef Scorpion because it's a variation on a scorpion, but it's also inspired by She Gods of Shark Reef, which you just gotta see it. If you haven't seen it, you gotta see it.
Gotta see it. Gotta see it.
So a couple of guys shipwreck on an island of women, and yeah, you just gotta see it.
Yeah, and fun hijinks happen from there. Bing.
And costumes by Alfred Shaheen.
Hello. Shaheen did that.
Yes,
Wow.
the famous Hawaiian textile
Kind of
designer.
fun.
So yeah,
Yep.
Shaheen.
Well, we're talking about the monster movies. That's, I think the monsters in that are really just sharks, but there's also idols. It's like, so it's got a lot of tiki appeal too.
Oh
If
yeah.
you're mixing up big drinks and big idol heads. Wow. We thought of doing
Big
some of
idol
those.
heads.
And it was kind of hard to get all of those details together today. Well, guess what? We have a couple more weeks of Halloween-style drinks coming at you. So if you want to have monster movie or monster head vessels, yeah, we'll get that going.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, just catching up here.
Just making sure.
All right. Are we sure?
Oh, I'm sure now.
All right.
Definitely.
Is it time?
It may be time.
All right, we got to put our house back together. But anyway, thank you for joining us for happy hour.
If you've ever done it, you know.
Enjoyed this a lot.
Please.
This was exactly what the doctor ordered this evening. So,
yeah.
Thank you for being here. And what do we have coming up?
Well, on Monday, there's always Mocktail Monday.
It's true.
We do every Monday when it's time for you to, cool it for a while, or if that's all you do, I got you.
Or time for us to cool it for a while.
It's time for cool it and all. I understand if you are in a position where you say I'm not doing any of the liquors, got it, no big deal. A lot of good options these days. We like to provide more and more fun options.
Exactly.
Tuesdays, regular episode, we usually have something kind of fun.
The fog. O'Byrne says the fog.
The fog. Oh, man.
Again. All right. We have some viewing
Classic.
ahead of us. I'll just say that.
John Carpenter, can I say? Somebody actually was name checking recently Escape from New York. Now, that's not horror as much as it's an action picture, but it kind of works.
Good timing. My phone's dying.
Thank you, Lisa.
Oh my gosh, yes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. This is really fun.
Please. It was great. We talked a ton of monster movies.
We needed this tonight.
Oh, we talked a ton of monster movies.
This was really fun. Sometime this weekend, Glendora will have another video. If you are on Instagram, please follow Cousin Glendora. If you're not on Instagram, she'll still post them on Facebook. But yeah, if you're on Instagram, let's make her a big old box wine influencer, and then she could get paid for sharing box wine.
She is really working that IG channel, so check that out. Check that kind of stuff out. I think you'll enjoy. She's doing a lot of fun stuff.
Anyway.
And then, of course, 1 week from now, we'll have another Lick It Up live broadcast.
Well, we already know what we're doing.
This is true.
The double feature of the Killer Shrews and the Giant Gila Monster, which I'm so excited about.
Double feature.
I love both of those movies. So,
should be fun.
Should be.
Well,
but it will.
If it's not like 15 martinis, it will be 15 martini variations. We could do that too, because you look at classic drink books, and it's just
the Giant Gila Monster.
Variations.
The Giant Gila Monster apparently had, according to the description in the movie, pink and black stripes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, pink and black stripes.
That makes you think.
Yes. It makes you think that, wow, this could be a terrible drink, but
we'll make it good.
Anyway.
Fantastic stuff. As always.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. You know how to support us on the Patreon and on the Amazon and etc. Any ideas that
if you're ordering on Amazon, go through our page.
You want something executed? Let us know. I mean ideas, not things.
That just sounded wrong.